Middle-class security is often a fragile illusion, 36% of U.S. Adults cannot handle a $400 emergency. Food inflation, the most severe surge in 4 decades. Inflation turns a modest surplus into a draining deficit, extreme market concentration. A few giants hold pricing power. Climate change strikes directly at our dinner tables. Geopolitics shakes global granaries. Volatility hits grocery aisles. Labor shortages and rising wages add pressure to food costs. Energy costs make up 15 to 20% of your final food bill. Critics call it greedflation, profits rising faster than costs. Sudden benefit cuts push millions off the benefits cliff. To eat, they cut activities and take on debt. Seniors skip medication, risking costly health emergencies. Earn a little more, lose all benefits. The poverty trap. Nutrition aid becomes a pawn in political games. Welfare depends on your zip code, creating inequality. Bureaucratic hurdles delay crucial help for weeks. Strict asset tests trap people. A car can cost you aid. Policy instability makes long-term financial planning impossible. Food deserts. No healthy food nearby, only fast food. Food deserts mirror patterns of racial and economic segregation. Cheap, unhealthy food is repaid with costly medical bills. Chronic disease rates are 30-40% higher in food deserts. Just miles apart, a 16-year life expectancy gap. Hungry children score lower, are less likely to graduate. Childhood hunger sets the stage for lifelong poverty. The hidden tax of time and fare to get basic groceries. Prices in small stores are 15-40% higher. A poverty premium. Food sector jobs, low pay, unstable hours, few benefits. Most food workers lack health insurance and paid sick leave. Unpredictable schedules make budgeting a nightmare. The irony? Many food workers need food aid themselves. Job loss means weeks with zero income before aid arrives. Losing a job often means losing health coverage entirely. The gig economy, a false safety net, real cost shifting. Gig work doesn't end poverty, it often perpetuates it. The raft of personal effort versus the sea of systemic risk, the wealth gap determines the capacity to withstand shocks. The economic pie is growing, but workers' slice is shrinking. Capital concentration weakens consumer and worker power. 4 decades of consolidation created food industry behemoths. Corporations squeeze both ends, producers and consumers. $150 million a year in lobbying shapes food policy. For 4 decades, the social safety net has been weakened. Today's food stamps buy 30% less than in the 1970s. Welfare reform drastically shrank the cash aid safety net. Public investment in community infrastructure has been cut. Food insecurity costs society hundreds of billions per year. Childhood hunger diminishes our national human capital. Economic despair fuels political polarization and distrust. Financial stress erodes mental health and community cohesion. Reform. Link benefits to prices. Eliminate the benefits cliff. Expand aid to cover more of the working poor. A systemic fix. Bring healthy food back to every community. Use tax incentives to attract grocery stores to desserts. Build resilient supply chains. Antitrust, local, diverse. Create strategic food reserves to buffer against price shocks. Improve labor markets. Living wage, stable hours, benefits. Laws for fair scheduling give workers predictability. Prevent poverty, housing, education, income support together. Exploring bold ideas. A basic income to provide a floor. Community action. Food banks buffer short-term shocks. Financial education helps families maximize limited resources. Mutual aid networks build resilience through sharing, not cash. Grassroots advocacy, power to push for local policy change. When basic needs are over-commodified, societal resilience falls. We've drifted from shared security to individualized risk. The price of food is a web of global and systemic forces. When food becomes a fixed survival cost, budgets shatter. Resilience requires balancing efficiency with stability. Food security is not charity. It's economic bedrock. We are all closer to the edge than we think. The threshold of ruin is not destiny. It's a choice. The story of a society is written in its grocery receipts. Understanding the problem is the first step to fixing it. The system is vast, but it is not unchangeable. We begin